Hey guys, I wanted to come and share with you one of my family's favorite recipes tonight. I'm going to be making for you chicken fried double rice from the Trim Healthy Table Cookbook. You can find this recipe on page 53. This is the perfect e-meal, and I'm so excited to share how easy this recipe comes together. And if your family is anything like mine, they're absolutely going to love it. One thing I don't share a whole lot is family recipes. I usually share some sweets or dinner recipes, sorry. One thing I don't share a lot is dinner recipes, and I find myself always sharing sweet treats. One reason I don't share dinner recipes is because it's usually really loud around here at dinner time. If your kids are like mine, it's the witching hour, right? Between like 5 and 7 o'clock, they just struggle. And so I am pre-recording this one for you all instead of going live. That way I can try to minimize some of the excess loudness for you all. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Y'all gather your ingredients if you want to make this with me. Grab your ingredients, your Trim Healthy Table Cookbook, turn to page 53, and we will get started. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started by getting some toasted sesame oil going. Remember, with this being an e-meal, you want to make sure that you keep your oil to a minimum. So we're just going to plop a hair in there. Okay, and let that heat up. Now also, if you all know me, you know that I have a daughter who's allergic to egg whites, and so I am actually going to make this with duck eggs. I'm not going to separate them. It is possibly going to make it that crossover line. Don't do this for your family unless you want a crossover. If you're wanting that true solid E, then stick to the egg whites like the recipe calls for. But we got to do what works best for our family, right? And so I'm going to use a couple duck eggs because I want my daughter to be able to enjoy this recipe as well.
And I try to spin it when you find out the batter.
All right, y'all. So first I'm going to start by cooking up my egg.
So if I unscrew it,
We usually love doing this recipe at the camper. It's very easy to do on the Blackstone, and it's very easy to do after you've cooked several other things. So for instance, let me show you what I'm using tonight to make this super drive-through stew. I've got my frozen peas and carrots. I'm not chopping the vegetables, y'all. I got my frozen riced cauliflower, okay? I've also got some thawed out pre-cooked chicken breast. I saved this. I made a big batch cook way back in, you can see June. And then last night I made a lot of brown rice for our family dinner and it did not get eaten. So everything is already pre-cooked for this recipe. So it's literally just warming the skillet up, cooking my eggs, throwing everything together, letting it mesh, and serving it. Easy peasy, right up my alley. I'm also going to share with you all my grocery find today. This is one of the things that helps my family love this recipe. Oh, I've already shown it. That helps my family love this recipe is the sugar-free Yum Yum sauce. I mean, you can't have fried rice without Yum Yum, right? Anyways, this does make it a crossover. This is very heavy in fats. And it's also very easy to make. But I'm in a season right now where I don't have time to make. I've got a newborn. You can hear her grunting. She don't stay. I mean, she does. I'm not going to say that. She's an extremely good baby. But she needs attention. And so Mama likes the drive-through Sue thing. So my family will eat it with this. And to keep mine an E, I'm going to have mine with the liquid aminos. Okay? My skillet needs to be a little higher. Hang on. Hey there, Shiggy Boo. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and salt and pepper my eggs. You all would be doing your egg whites. And then I'm going to add a little bit of nutritional yeast to those. This gives it a very good, I love nutritional yeast. It's so yummy. Boise doggy's chewing on something.
I don't care with that. I don't care that. I'll make sure I do something.
Okay, so we're going to saute we're going to cook these up, okay? Let those cook for a good minute. You could always get your ingredients out while you do this, too. You're getting sleepy.
I'm getting it out, Dace. Zarya, not Zarya, no one made fun of me except 2 girls and Diane.
Okay, so our eggs are cooked. So we're going to take them out and set them aside.
No!
What? And then once we do that, we're going to use a little bit more oil. And we are going to start cooking our veggies. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to use some spray for this. Because it moves around a little bit more. What? Kiddos. Okay. I am out of garlic. Minced garlic. Alright, so let's get some minced garlic in there. And then we're going to go ahead and get our cauli rice going. And our peas and carrots. Oh, that'll work. Okay. That might be a little much, but it's fine. It's fun. My daughter likes the peas. She picks them out and eats them first. Now, let's go ahead and season this real good. I always tell my group clients when they're cooking, season with love. Well, I try to tell all my clients that. Season with love. Here's our tip for the day. Season with love. That is the #1 reason that people do not like healthy food is the fact that it is not seasoned well. Okay? All right, y'all. So we're going to let this cook for a little while. Yeah, we're going to let this cook. Kind of toss it in our oil, making sure that all of our veggies are getting a little touch of oil on there. Remember, we use the spray oil. Alright, so we're still cooking on a medium-ish heat. We can turn this up just a hair. Let's go ahead and turn that up and let it cook for 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, so now we're really getting going. We have allowed our vegetables to cook for, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, and they are starting to smell good, right? A little bit of salt, pepper, some oil. Next up, we're going to kind of scoot all of this to the side. Normally, you would be cooking your chicken right now. And we are not, or I am not, because I already have cooked chicken. So I'm going to scoot all of this to the side. Hang on, girl, hang on. I had to sit her down for a minute so I could get up in here. And we're going to go ahead and put in our pre-cooked chicken, all right? So this chicken's already pre-cooked. It's salt and peppered. It was slow cooked in the oven, and it's going to be so yummy. I think I'll save the rest and maybe make a casserole the rest of this week. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put that back in the oven. We can go ahead and add a little bit more salt and pepper to this. Y'all ever seen that meme? I season until I hear my ancestors saying, "That's enough, child." I season with my heart. Okay. So, we'll let our chicken warm up. Then next up, we're going to add us in some pre-cooked rice. We're going to allow it to warm up. A little bit more nutritional yeast going up in here. Just a little bit. Alright, that's good on the nutritional yeast. Okay, let's let that set up. And I mean, really, at this point, the only thing that we have left to do is put our rice in, put our liquid aminos in, and just keep warming it up, y'all. I mean, that's it. Super easy dinner recipe tonight. I had originally planned something else for this evening, but then whenever I realized how much extra rice I cooked last night, and that I had this chicken in the freezer that I needed to thaw and use up, I was like, we'll have some chicken fried rice. I love chicken fried rice. And this stuff is typically better the next day. So if you have some leftovers, you get the pleasure of enjoying it the next day. Okay, so we need 3.5 to 4 cups of cooked chicken or rice. 1. And then whatever's left of this rice, you can also freeze to use another time. 2. I'm just going to do like 3 heaping cups. By the time you get 3 of those, that'll make 3.5 to 4. This recipe is so blood sugar friendly with the added cauliflower. Give it a little salt. Let that warm up. Here in a few minutes, we're going to add in our egg. Add our egg back in. Alright, so we're going to just kind of let this warm up and maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, everything is getting warmed up. We are going to go ahead and chop up those egg whites or duck eggs if you're in my case. We're going to chop those up and we're going to add those back in. At this point is where we're going to start throwing in a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos, which is probably good timing considering that our skillet's getting a little dry. Okay, you can also put a little bit of water in here if you want to. If you are cooking your chicken and not reheating your chicken, if you're cooking your chicken, it usually cooks out a little bit of water, and so it doesn't tend to get very dry, but mine's getting a little dry. So I might put in just a touch of water. I don't want to put in too much because I don't want to, you don't want it liquidy. Oh yeah. The water's going to help move the flavors around. You could even use some chicken stock if you had chicken stock, but I don't have any. Oh yeah, I do. I've got chicken stock. Actually, that would be better. Hang on. What is it, girl? What is it? Yep, here we go. I got a little bit of chicken broth that I need to use anyway, so let's add that to it and let it cook a little bit. So, now we've got all of our ingredients back in there, right? The recipe does not call for chicken broth. Mine's just getting a little dry on me, okay? So anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train. Oh, okay, so we're going to let this just kind of simmer on here for just a few more minutes, maybe 4 to 5 minutes. Y'all can have this cooked and plated, especially if everything's already cooked. Y'all can have this warmed up and plated within 20 to 30 minutes on a busy weeknight. So let's let this simmer just a little bit more, and I'll share the final result. All right, y'all. One more little squirt of liquid aminos. One more toss around, and she is ready to plate and serve. Hey, kiddos, I need y'all to make sure the table's cleared.
Our table is totally clear.
It is? What about Mommy and Daddy's table?
It's clear.
It is? I think there's a baby sloth on it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. And don't forget your secret sauce. All right, y'all. So remember, for your family members who are kind of on the fence, don't forget to get them some sugar-free Yum Yum sauce, or make a super easy homemade one. All you got to do is Google a keto-friendly Yum Yum sauce, if you'd like, or just Google Yum Yum sauce and look up your Trim Healthy Mama sweetener conversion chart and use THM Gentle Sweet or Super Sweet, whichever one is your preference. So, we're going to go ahead and plate this and get it served to my hungry bunch, so that way I can get over to my group and chat with them tonight. So, I hope y'all have a great evening. I hope that this has helped you see just how easy a Trim Healthy Mama recipe can be made. And if you all like this video, I'm not sure where you're watching it, where I'm going to post this video, but I'm sure everywhere. So if you like this video, please let me know. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer those. See y'all later. Bye, guys.